So here's something interesting. Not only is the stream very late, see, I'm on the first battle of Camelot. How can this be? Well, I'll tell you how this be. OBS is garbage. It is. I'm pissed because I've already been streaming for an hour, but no one saw it because it created its own stream key. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. And then I tried to stream an hour before that and OBS didn't want to work. But anyway, so what everybody missed, and I have the thing recorded so I can upload it or whatever, do something with it for the future. What everybody missed is Romani and Mash had the conversation we all saw in the anime. We know what a designer baby is. We know about the experiments. We know that the Mages Association doesn't have an ethics department, doesn't have any morality to speak of, but yet this was just too far, man. And then we went to Jerusalem, and Da Vinci's here. Let me fix one little thing. Can't have you not see our beautiful party. I'll figure it out. The Marsberry. Who was Marsberry again? Was that that's like the director. Oh no, the director was the Amu Spears. Everyone's awful. Dude, well, I mean, just the Mages Association was quite awful, and just Fate Stay Night proper. Like, they're the worst. Oh yeah, her dad. Yeah, it sounds like it's not a good scene. Anyway, that's where we are. We're in Camelot, and then, Mordred and everybody was talking shit about the monk with big tits. And then I'm in this battle, where Nitocris might die, because Nitocris needs to be here, she's plot relevant. But this girl overrides her. So this is our caster-only team with Arctoria and her bikini. Let's just fuck up this eyeball and move on with our lives, please. Do you like the overlay? I try. We got some hot new tracks. I made sure to go down the Sonic and the Black Knight album, and guess what? Some of that music's primo. You know, it's like they make bad games there at that Sega. This is true. But what we do know is that the music team on Team Sonic has always shown up to work. Always done their best. There's no... Well, I don't know. Is there a game that has bad... Is there a Sonic game with bad music? Maybe one of them third-party ones. Not third-party, you know, just... like the racing games. Nitocris, what is this? Soundless roar indeed. You don't get no surround sound systems no more. Cut my life into pieces. This is our last resort to everybody. Let's take out these soul eaters. Sonic Riders track. Oh man, too bad that event's where we go race with Rider Ishtar. The racing event. Too bad we don't got that one. That'd be perfect for Sonic Riders and Racers tracks. I can't wait to actually do an event. I still think it's garbage that I was gatekeeped out of the last one, because I haven't done Lost Felt 6 yet. They need to not do those no more. Better be fair to all people who are me. Alright, Saber. Even though you're not Saber, you got this. I believe in you. Yes, I apologize if this stream's too late. I tried. Tech hates me and I hate it. That's just how it is. Aw, dude, one hit. Let's go. Thank you. We are the kings and the queens of the desert for sure. Cool, but I wish I could get some interludes and rank ups. That'd be cool. She's got to have a rank up quest, I'm sure. Then her true power will be unlocked. Ooh, and we're getting all these. We're gonna be swimming. We're gonna be swimming in Saints Quartz. I'm not worried about... Oh, and we're already on Access AP. We know what that means. We know what that means. Well, and I gotta update data, but that's fine. Because we need to learn lessons in Magecraft. Everyone's favorite.
I presume you're here in order to learn of Magecraft.
Yes.
I'll have you know, there's no room for the...
Dude, can I sue Otaku Daikun if I try this magic in real life and it don't work? I mean, he sold this YouTube series as lessons here. I better learn some fucking true magic.
Weak-willed in this course, and despite your best efforts, the sorcery of our time is but a fraction of what it once was in the Age of Gods. Much of the craft is established through pedigree and the culture of mages.
Good night, Nick. I'm sorry it's very late. I'm sorry that I streamed for a whole hour to nobody because OBS hates me. That's fine. Oh god, I'm sorry Sakura's ass is right here.
Is riddled with deception and moral depravity. That said, if you insist, I shall do my best to educate you in this miserable, yet fascinating world.
Please educate us, Otaku Daikun.
In our first and previous lesson in Magecraft,
Ooh,
I divulged
got
the
a
secrets of the
shoot-a-grail.
swirl of the root, as well as its role in the ambitions of mages. More specifically, I noted how mages covet the root to obtain knowledge of the Akashic records, and more iconically, true magic. Indeed, true magic is a tier above the standard practices of thaumaturgy. It not
So what we learned last time is Akasha is basically the life stream from Final Fantasy VII. The life comes out of it and goes back in, and the mages want to go there because it's got all the secrets. And I believe the Garden of Avalon that Merlin sits upon is the same thing. He's pretty much in the root, more or less. I think that's what's going on.
not only manipulates the world around us, it transcends physical laws in feats we can only describe as miracles. It calls into question the very foundations of our mortal realm in ways that can either serve our damnation or salvation at the whim of the user. As such, it is time to ruminate on all we know of the 5 currently documented magics, and the mages who managed to channel them through a direct pathway between the root and the...
So does this mean that this user hates all anime?
I mean, that's the only this user I have on the soundboard, but yes, he used the word user.
themselves. Admittedly, it is of great shame that the first magic, for being one of the oldest, is shrouded in mystery. Even among those at the clock tower, the identity of its magician goes unnamed. What little is made public is that this magician died long ago. This isn't to say we lack any record of the first magic's use, however. Stepping off the charted course for a bit, I will speak of ether, one of the 5 great elements.
Nick left so we can talk smack, dude. Who puts fucking he still's got mash face. Who does that? Level 70 mash, Nick? Why don't you be more like Fujimaru and have an Ishtar here? My gosh. We're using her though.
Unlike the more naturally occurring fire, water, earth, and wind, ether, also called void, is an artificial form of mana that, when combined with other elements, gives form to shapeless bodies, such as spirits. Should a mage fail this materialization, the resulting product is a liquid clay known as an ether clump. It is a strange byproduct, deemed useful only as a conductor for mana, but has nonetheless been utilized by mages for various purposes. The puppet maker...
There's our lessons in Magecraft, but I hope everybody is excited for when we learn the lore about Camelot and Fate Grand Order proper. Well, I mean the real Camelot, where Artoria Pendragon comes from, so we can learn about the wizard cock.
Toko Aozaki has used ether clumps in the production of her automata. Her rival, Cornelius Alba, used them in the creation of slime familiars. More iconically though, Ether clumps are famed for being a principal component in the body of Einsburn homunculus Liesrit. It is said that the first magic pertains to the creation of these ether clumps. What that looks like, tragically, is a spectacle we have yet to behold. One might think that, with the death of a magician, so too dies the magic. This is not always the case, as mage descendants can inherit the path to the root, effectively transferring the magic's exclusive use to future generations. While the mage who obtained the first magic is no more, it is believed that the magic still exists with its current.
Oh, is it this chick? This Tsukahime-looking chick? I just assumed it's Merlin. And he's the reason why you can make a wish to go to the root, because he did it.
Heir. Granted, mages are not one to cooperate in times of conflict, and the whereabouts of this heir remain under the strict disclosure of the Bartholomew clan. This family is of the three great noble families of the Clock Tower, icons of mage aristocracy. They raise their mages with such pedigree that heirs do not see the light of day until they are masters in their craft. While nobody officially knows of the first magician, the
So the Tosaka strategy of let's hide in a basement like a bunch of bitches.
Bartholomew clan considers this individual mage their only equal. Proud words, I must commend. They seem to believe the first magic's latest possessor is still alive, although barely. Again, the full nature of their condition remains secret. In contrast, we have plenty of knowledge on both the
Oh yeah, so what is... Okay, so I'm confused. So is the first magic going to the root? What is the first magic? I know... Well, I thought the first one was where you see the lines of the world and you gotta stab it with the knife. Maybe that's the second magic.
second magic and its wielder, for he is perhaps the most acclaimed mage of all, Keisher Zelrech Schweinorg. He is both alive and infamous within the Clock Tower, and yet he's lived for over several centuries. Utilizing magecraft, there are certainly ways for a mage to prolong their life, but his circumstances are unique. His blood was sucked by a vampire, turning him into a superior dead apostle. Rather
Oh, I didn't know this stuff. I just assumed he went to the root and like was just all-powerful mage. I didn't know he got that true ancestor shit going on. That's cheating.
than siding with others of his kind, Zelrech still chooses to ally himself with humanity. In his youth, which goes further back than we can recount, he managed to open a pathway to the root and acquire the second magic, Kaleidoscope. Our previous lesson covered the Akashic Records as being the vast knowledge of all potential universes.
And then Zelrech became a lolicon and made Prisma Elia happen. Keep that in mind.
Zelrech harnesses the second magic to traverse between these worlds, most notably visiting a history in which true ancestors once flourished on Earth. In fact, his immortality came from a fight in this world against Brunstad of the Crimson Moon, the ultimate being from our very own satellite. Forgive me for overstepping the scope of this lecture. Such tales are only to bolster Zelrech's fame and how the second magic allowed him to achieve the unthinkable. Kaleidoscope causes what is called a dimensional refraction phenomenon, the process of creating openings into parallel universes. This is seen when he wields his mystic code, the jeweled sword Zelrech. Through the refraction phenomenon, it draws.
Dude, that thing was so cool in Heaven's Feel. Just Rin slashing with it over and over again until it became the copy that it was. Really cool.
Mana from parallel worlds with limitless potential. Though Zelrech was known for taking pupils on a whim, most were traumatized by his tutelage. That is, with the exception of Nagato Tosaka. For his righteous nature, Zelrech decided to teach him and impart knowledge of the jeweled sword's design. Zelrech thought nothing would come of this, underestimating the Tosaka lineage, until 6 generations later, the family's successor, Rin Tosaka, manages to recreate the sword, though admittedly, she has some help. In another of many parallel worlds, Zelrech remains
The
at the
worst
Clock Tower,
timeline.
using his research to craft 2 other mystic codes, the Kaleidosticks, Magical Ruby, and
Oh
sapphire.
my god, just killing
Much
this
like the
fucking
jeweled
Ember
sword,
guy.
these sticks
Good
draw
die.
infinite
You
quantities
deserve
of mana,
This is
with
ridiculous.
the obscure restriction that they be used exclusively by girls. It is worth noting that, in this world, Lord El Malloy II, formerly known as Waver Velvet, serves under Zelrech.
Yeah, okay, so in that world, because in Fate Extra, El Malloy takes his calls too, but El Malloy's confusing because in Fate Apocrypha, he's got Iskandar's robe, which makes no fucking sense because Zero didn't ever happen. I don't know what's going on with El Malloy no more.
Moving on, we have the third magic, which is ironically the most well-known, despite having been lost for over 1,000 years. Originally living prior to the death of Christ, an ancestor of the Einsburn family of mages, managed
Whoa, 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 Bertha who? That's not canon to Fate Grand Order, sir.
to obtain the third magic. Unfortunately, this mage mysteriously disappeared, and the magic was deemed lost. Since that time, the Einsburns created a homunculus factory, desperately trying to produce a specimen with similar qualities to the absent magician. Eventually, over 8 centuries, their efforts resulted in the homunculus, Justice
There's
Liedrich von
Zelrech right
Einsburn.
here.
The family placed all their hopes onto her, believing she could possibly reproduce the lost magic. Due to a lack of efficiency, however, she was deemed a failure. Humans of the Einsburns either left or killed themselves, leaving only their homunculi to continue onward.
Oh! Say, I am learning lore. I always assumed that the fucking Einsburns were just like in the shadows and way too fucking busy. Way too busy to ever even bother with their own Grail War. And that's why I didn't know the homunculuses are the ones keeping it going. That's insane. Why do they kill themselves so much then? They just kill themselves to advance their magic that they were programmed to be into. Ah.
Which they did. In a grand effort to reopen their path to the root, Justice teamed up with other mage families to establish the Greater Grail and the Heaven's Feel ritual, which in practice became the Holy Grail War. That said, just what is this magic? Heaven's Feel is described as a magic that allows for the material.
Okay, so if all this homunculus rule was happening as the Grail War got created, let's keep in mind these homunculuses aren't some poor victims. They're constant fucking cheaters all the damn time. Like every Grail War, they pull some bullshit. You can't trust them.
Realization of the soul. While all things come from the root, living beings exist as a combination of a soul and body. Of them, the soul is what contains a person's mind, memories, and precious magic circuits. The soul relies on the body to anchor itself to the world, for without a body, it would disperse and return to the root. This, naturally, occurs when those of the living ultimately die, and is generally inescapable. Mages, such as Zokin Mato, have tried to continue living by transplanting their souls from one body to another, only to suffer the side effect of their souls decaying over time. The magic of Heaven's Feel eliminates this problem. It materializes the soul, such that it no longer disperses when not anchored to a body. The effect is akin to transcendence, turning one from a being bound by mortality to one whose consciousness is everlasting. At the end of the fifth Holy Grail,
So Heaven's Feel is the only way to get immortality, it seems, in this world. Well, unless you go to the root and just live there, but that just seems weird.
War, the Einsburn descendant Elias Feel dons the dress of heaven, a mystic code made from her servant Liesrit's body, and uses it to temporarily access this magic, preserving the soul of Shiro Emiya long enough to be transplanted into an automaton body without decay. In a separate instance, the heroic spirit turned mortal mage, Amakusa Shiro Tokisada, yearned to invoke Heaven's Feel onto the entire planet, effectively preserving humanity at the
That fucking monster, am I right? That piece of shit, Amakuso Shiro. How dare he make the world have no problems and be immortal? Everything that Uga Millennia family was doing, that's perfectly okay. Whoa. But now we got problems trying to make everyone in the world happy and have no problems. You can't do that. It'll stagnate, destroy, and then you get Fate Extra. Oh, that would have been cool, actually. If Fate Extra had been a spin-off of the bad ending of Apocrypha, then we would have the anime that's the continuation of the bad ending. That's the game of the spin-off from the bad ending. That's some Shin Megami Tensei shit. Let's go.
Cost of its consent and free will. With all this attention, it is often difficult to recall that there is, presumably, a fourth true magic, at least as believed by mages of the modern era. It's embarrassing, really. Without any objective hint of evidence, modern mages insist that an unnamed magus managed to open a pathway to the root, acquire true magic, and survive with it, all while never being discovered or documented. The nature of
Is that redheaded girl? Is that redheaded girl from Tsukihime? I actually think Fate Extra is kind of neat. I might check out the remake when it comes out. I still got to get Fate Stay Night and Tsukihime remakes proper though. Don't you get me started on the Persona games that I need to get and play. It's getting too stressful over here in JRPG anime waifu land, you know? There's too much going on.
Of this mage and their magic continue to remain pure speculation. While the fourth magic is unobserved, the fifth magic is easily misunderstood. It is named Magic Blue and was obtained by Aoko Aozaki after her grandfather opened a path to the root years prior. Though her sister, Toko Aozaki, possessed perhaps the greatest magic circuits known to man, Aoko was still selected to succeed the family and inherit the fifth magic, despite minimal
The remake of P4, that can sit there and wait a while when that comes out. I'm not sitting through all them murder investigations again. Not this time.
training in magecraft. At the age of 17, only 2 years into her late training, Aoko was attacked by her sister. Enraged at being raised and abandoned at the last moment, denied access to the root.
Oh, that's her sister. Anyway, hey, what the fuck, Morgan Le Fay? You're not Dragonborn? Scrub.
Aoko, the only one able to use the fifth magic, did so for the first time in an attempt to save the life of Sojiro Shizuki, who had been killed in their fight. At first glance, the fifth magic appears to allow for time travel, but that is something the second magic can already accomplish.
So I love that the McDonald's menu of magics is, you know, truly what connects the Natsuverse together, because Tsukihime, they got the Destroy the Line World one, and then we got a few true magics in Fate, Heaven's Feel being one of them, that being the third magic, and then you got Garden of Sinners, where we just go comas. It turns out the answer was comas. That's all you need to go to the root.
Even so, Aoko sensed the tremendous power of the fifth magic granted to her, and intuitively used it in something akin to time travel. Since Sojiro is already dead, and she could not revive him, she instead cheated the law of conservation of matter. She took the 5 minutes of Sojiro's death and placed them 10 years into the future, then claimed 10 years of his time for herself. With this time, Aoko channeled the knowledge and abilities she amassed over those 10 years, making her present self far stronger and more adept. This phenomenon caused her to redshift, lighting up her hair in a bright crimson. Continually using localized time travel, Aoko proceeded to dodge all of her sister's attacks and counter with
Localized time travel is when they make sure it's not too weeby for us all, so us Americans can understand it. They try to localize in Fate Grand Order, but sometimes it misses me.
the strength of multiple of her own iterations. She would shift strikes of hers to different times, preventing Toko from reacting to them. Though Aoko defeated Toko, it came at a tremendous cost. The energy from sending Sojiro's death into the future would also place the burden of that time travel into the future, causing a heat death for the universe. Aoko continues to shoulder
Whoa! Goku ain't got shit! Goku's battles, he always takes that shit to the desert and it's fine. They fucking created the heat death of the universe with their beef. Damn.
the responsibility for this mishap, hoping to one day resolve the conservational anomaly. To clarify, the fifth magic, from an observable perspective, seems to be capable of exchanging time, rather than simply traversing it. It should go without saying that truly understanding this phenomenon is a study in itself. Having seen only the effects and not the source, the fifth magic's true nature is unidentified and subject for further research. In summation, there exist 5 true magics, obtained by mages opening a path to the root, which we call Gates of Akasha. So long as they remain open, the magics do not die with their mages. While it has yet to happen, mages cling to the hopes of discovering a 6th magic. Of the current 5, only 3 of them have been witnessed and documented. The second magic, Kaleidoscope, allows for the operation of parallel worlds. The third, Heaven's Feel, allows for the materialization of the soul. And the fifth, Magic Blue, appears to allow for temporal exchange, though its true nature and potential has yet to fully emerge. These magics defy the laws of—
This is why I like Fate, though, despite, like I said, I'm not into the waifu stuff, I'm not into the horny stuff, not my type of scene. I'm one of those normies in anime who don't like the fan service. You know, it's all about the world building for me. I find Fate's world way more interesting than Harry Potter, and I was die-hard Harry Potter when I was younger. I haven't rewatched any movies or read books in many a year, but I much prefer this.
Of our world, and will presumably survive until the unlikely day such miracles can be recreated by normal means. At best, mankind has managed to perform feats that rival the true magics. Kojiro Sasaki, the famed samurai warrior, realizes something akin to Kaleidoscope with his Tsubame Gaeshi. Medea's magecraft, back during the Age of Gods, was powerful enough to compare as well. Kiritsugu Emiya's ability, Time Alter Double Excel, also pushes the bounds of our reality.
Do they name their moves, or does they're like a magic crest or something? Because that's super Japanese titling there, Kiritsugu. Like you just like, I'm gonna add Super Excel to it. Why? Isn't that a whole fucking mouthful? Cause it's badass.
These remain just shy of full miracles, preserving the root's importance as the pinnacle of a mage's ambitions. This concludes today's lesson. In the future, I hope to enlighten you to the concept of origins and the elements. These will prove useful before tackling specific spells and techniques. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this channel, help me beat the algorithm.
Otaku Daikun, you already beat the algorithm by being like one of 2 people that do Fate video essays. You won. Give him a like, though. I like these lessons in Magecraft. He's not very cringe during them. Anyway. Gonna finish this. If I got any more excess AP, I'll just get some fucking fruit. I just want to get this done for the master mission or whatever I need it for. So yeah, I just like the world building. I think the Grail War, the whole Grail War, is just... Because I keep joking, I'm like, the way it works is, you see, they want to do this impossible thing, which is go to the root. And, well, not all of them want to go to the root, but the best way to do that is to get a program that runs fucking Hunger Games EXE. You can tell Natsu's a fucking video game making nerd, because it does seem like a lot of... Like, it is a program, the Grail. It can only do variables that have happened before. It needs exactly 7... Not 7, it needs 6 servants to activate. It's gotta load, it's gotta use your zip file to uncompress into the fucking lesser Grail. It's sea stars just 'cause fun. Yeah, Kiritsugu, that was just his fun in life. It was just... Said that's what separates Fate from Harry Potter right there. I keep saying, what if, like, during the Battle of Hogwarts, someone just pulled out a gun and shot Voldemort in the fucking head with it? Because you don't see it happening. You don't see anybody bringing a gun to a fucking wizard fight. But then we got Kuritsugu, who, after the large speech El Malloy gives about how, oh, this hotel is impossible to penetrate. I have all these traps. And then he just blows the fucking building up with a bomb. Didn't prepare for that. And then done the fight, he has like some quote like fucking what? Like basically calling him a trash disrespect to mages because he doesn't use magic. He only uses magic as his last resort, cut my life into pieces. What's crazy though is, as we know, Kuritsugu is a servant in Fate Grand Order. I'm surprised there wasn't some kind of alternate. Okay, so you got Altsanua. I don't know the Fate games, so like you get the true ending with Saber. You know, after you've done Heaven's Feel and everything, Shiro goes to the reverse side of the world to be with fucking Saber. It would have been cool if there was like an ultimate extra in for like Unlimited Blade Works as well. Maybe Archer can meet Kuritsugu. Like kind of an ending for him. Yeah, I still got excess. I'll take care of that. Gonna get back into the story here. That was a good break though. Even though my stream is messed up and I gotta watch a video because that was a lot of reading I did. What did I come here for again? Oh, hello, ma'am. I would like your best fruits. Thank you. It's how we get sustenance in Caldelia, don't you know? Fucking Da Vinci and her little company store racket here. She's traveling with us on this journey, it's true. And I got the treasure vault mission done. I might need those archer pieces for somebody. I was trying to level everybody up to the max, but I just really don't have the resources. Sad. Alright. Welcomed by the sand. I'll probably get to section 3. I can't be up too late tonight. I'll probably be up late, but I don't want to be up too late. Alright, for this one. What do we want to bring for this one? Actually, you know what? Let's try out Ozymandias. This should be a good party. This seems like a party of lovely people. Actually, no, it's not at all. Why is it called Saberface and there are no Saber? I guess you two count. You gotta go. This isn't okay. We don't lie. We don't lie. Not on this team. That means you're supposed to be here. And not you, Skaha. Get out of here. We don't want your kind around here no more. Who are my Saberfaces? Let's remind the class. This is a Saberface. We're not using this team, though. This team looks like garbage. Who made that? Well, see, the problem is I made a change. I added Annie on Annie. I'll fix it. This is the British team, right? You're not British enough anymore, Tamlin. So you're getting replaced. What the hell was I? Oh yeah. We need a writer. We need a hero. And that's her. Let's go, everybody. Crew assemble. Wait! That last enemy was odd. I couldn't see that well with all the sand, but... Yes, odd indeed. It looked like a golem, but the sandstorm made it hard to tell. What about you, Master? Any idea what it was? Think it was a knight in armor, but it could have been Dennis Rodman. A huge knight in armor. I see. It must have been easier to identify enemies from a position overlooking the battlefield. Thanks, Da Vinci. I couldn't see a thing. When you're up close to them, all you can make out in the storm is a silhouette. Wait, more enemies! Incoming! My whole body's tingling. Something abnormal's on the way here, Are you about to digivolve, Mash? Foo, grab the fucking digivice. The numbers are off the chart. That flapping sound and silhouette, it can't be. Demon cringe, no time to sit around. Our next opponent, without a doubt, is a powerful one. 12 ants. From Earthbound? I will be getting back to that. Don't think I've forgotten. I haven't forgotten about Fields of Mystery either. This channel doesn't end until they get the marriage update and I get married. To Baylor. Or Eland. It's a very hard decision. Not Ozymandias, though. He seems like a dick. Like, what is that hairstyle? It's not 2012 anymore. Am I right, Robin Hood? He knows I'm right. Ozymandias, chill. I'm so glad I turned her back to Ascension 1. So cool. Fatal Battle! Aw, dude, it's fucking Futaba's mother from Persona 5. That's who that is. I can't ditch Ozzy here. He fucking lives here. He's so wrong. He's got that pimp cane. That's for Caldelia comedy nights when someone like no one wants Archer to take the mic. Archer's gonna fucking depress the shit out of us with some tale about killing everybody. That's when the hook comes in. It's rough. It's a rough Caldelia comedy night. Not gonna lie. Not gonna sugarcoat it for you. There's some problematic servants, but you gotta understand they're from a different time than us. Trying to think. Edward Teach, we don't let him have the mic no more. Just so people are aware. It's okay. He knows what he did wasn't appropriate. Oh! You're okay today, Mercury. We ain't summoning nothing. And I'm not gonna throw you in the press for damn Saber Lily. We'll get her eventually. I think I got Anger Minyu. We're never gonna use him. Okay. Dude, you're dying this turn. Not Robin Hood, you. What's this Sphinx do again? Isn't it like ask you riddles like Golem from Lord of the Rings? Can't believe Egyptian lore copied off fucking JR token. You know what? We are going to do this bullshit because we can. We'll save his for next. I keep forgetting that she reduces skill cooldown too. So like you could really, yeah, so the idea with Last Resort is to get that off as soon as possible. So if you start Homegirl here out with a Kaleidoscope, you can get Last Resort pretty easily. And with this Mystic Code, I'm getting it. I'm seeing how moves work. All the right moves in all the right places. Oh yeah, they're going down. Just like One Republic said. Dude, there's a lot of sun here. It's right there. That better give us a bonus. Is Ozzy still the best single target rider? Yeah, so you're saying it's not Salter Maid? It's not Salter Santa? I refuse to believe that. She's a fucking 5-star. Her ability... That ability, the build-up one, that one's kind of stupid. That's why she sucks. Oh. We can do an interlude soon. That's hype. We defeated the giant life form. Except we didn't eliminate it. It only appeared that way. You see, that was among the most powerful kind of demonic beast, a phantasmal. Actually, thank you for asking. That is perhaps even stronger than Dragonkin. I knew it, so that indeed was a sphinx, a divine beast from ancient Egypt that has a man's face and a lion's body. A griffin, some would say. Yeah, that damage we just inflicted was nothing more than a yawn to such a creature. It'll recover in the blink of an eye. Let's get out of here. It's too tough to go up against a Sphinx by ourselves. We'll at least need 7 elves. And Falcor. But where can we go? I wish we could get some data from the doctor about this area. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. Scanning the area is just a piece of cake for me, you know? I'm Da Vinci. I'm great at everything. Wait until I'm a lolly later, and then I got that cool noble phantasm. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Alright, I found a source of water just to the west of here. Not only that, it seems to be there's a city there. Let's go there first. You need a rest too, right, Demon Cringe? Y'all need to mind your business. Water sounds really good now. Yes, I agree with you, Senpai. Let's go look for some cold water. In the desert, easiest feat there is. Not gonna lie, this Sonic and the Black Knight OST kinda slaps. I've never played it. Like I said, but when is the Sonic music not slapped? Oh, it's time for the outer desert now. It's time for the caster team! You know what? I have never used her. Let's try it. Got the Archer Caster team, got the Party 7, but here's the team. Truth. If I were ever a pro wrestler, I would want my wrestling name to be The Truth. And then every time I win, be like, that's why my name is The Truth, and I just served you. Whoa, Bash is like, what are you talking about? We've covered about 10 kilometers so far. That's like 70 miles. Damn. Master, just hang on for a little bit longer. I don't know the metric system, no one corrects me. Or would you like to carry you? If you ride on my shield, then I can just pull it. For some reason, I can't breathe. It could be all the sand in my lungs, I don't know. Just as I thought, the mana density in the atmosphere is too high. Here, Damon Cringe, take this oxygen mask. Portable oxygen canister? When did you... It's a mana-blocking mask I made in a hurry. Gosh! If you guys didn't talk so slow all the damn time, unlike me, I make so many inventions. The atmosphere is too harsh for humans. Isn't it great that she came, though? Why does she have a robot bird? What's she need that for? Is she using that to steal our data? Come, shower me with admiration. Oh, Da Vinci. Either way, we'll be at the water source soon. You can see that building beyond the sandstorm, right? That must be a temple. If we can at least get in there, we should be able to... Sorry, forget everything I said. This place is no good. We have to turn back. Sucks. Why? We're so close. That we are, but I can see countless shadows in the area between here and the temple. Look closely. They're all Shadow the Hedgehog. There's 3 perfect life forms. You're right, they're all wandering around. I wonder what they are. They're the same kind of sphinxes we encountered earlier. They're roaming around the temple freely. I am glad that the battles are happening faster this time around, unlike my first hour. Let's suicide. They're making up for the whole fucking exposition at the beginning. Thank you, Anaplex. You're great. Everyone give them your credit cards today. It's suicidal to pass through here. Let's find a different shelter. By the way, I got a pretty good idea who's residing in that temple. We can't enter on our own, so let's look for another route. Hey, if need be, I'll even supply my universal cottage, like you might see in games, so rest easy. It's comfortable up to 3 uses, huh? Aw. She said she's the best JRPG support in the world. And I know in the future, because I've seen the future, she's gonna create a whole fucking car out of nothing, out of the thought of the universe. Da Vinci is amazing. I think I just saw some shadows heading this way from the temple. Sphinxes. Alright, let's make a run for it. I thought I glimpsed the skull mask as well, but whatever. Oh no. Hassan's. Hold up 1 second. Hold on right there. Master, is something bothering you? Yeah, I got fucking sand in my eye. Whoa. They're way too fast. See, Dim and Cringe, I told you to move. Huh, for Sphinxes, their magical level is too low. And this number? Humans. Man? They caught on pretty fast, sending soldiers after us, eh? How clever of you, Stun King. Oh no, wait, those are Jawas. Tee-hee! Tee-hee! I don't know what it's saying. Enemies sighted. I'm counting 10 of them. All human. Let's kill them, though. I think they're the Jawas from the Star Wars. Fight back, Mash, but gently. They are smaller than us. Right. Please leave it to me, Master. Jawas are. I want the Jawas to get their Star Wars spin-off. Then I'll care about the franchise again. Like I said, it needs to start. Like Goodfellas. Just all my life, I've wanted to be a gangster. Jawas seem fine no matter what governments rule in the solar system. Star Wars. Oh! This must be a phase party. There we go. Now, is this... It's not as good as Live and Learn, but it's pretty good. And it's certainly to get us Bunny Castoria. I believe in it. It got us Rain Witch already. Well, wait, do they just automatically... No, because that's Caster. But she's a lolly, or is that normal her? No, that's normal her. Why is her sprite size the exact same as the little version of her?
Suspicious.
Yeah, let's just go arts. The will to fight the Hassan. Yeah, I got some of this in Babylonia mixed up. Is this gonna be the one with King Hassan in it? Are we gonna cancel him? Are we gonna hold King Hassan accountable? Or will Twitch protect him again? Ah. Oh, we're gonna fight the knight for sure. No King Hassan yet? That's fine. Babylonia! I'm hyped for Babylonia just because Gilgamesh. He's ranking up there. I mean, he's no Archer Shiro Emiya. But he's second and interesting. And I remember I enjoyed the Hassan plotline. I want to see what Umo... Oh, now we'll just use Nitocris. You got this, Desert Bunny Girl. I don't know why I try so hard to make content. I bet if I made YouTube shorts that was just of Nitocris doing her Noble Phantasm and like stick some fan art, flash some fan art that ain't even mine on the screen very fast, just some badass and Shin Megami Tensei music, I bet it'd get like 80,000 views. But I don't, my AMV days are over. I've grown as a person. Yeah, when I was looking for music for the Camelot playlist here, first thought was Skyrim, but then I heard I'll get a copyright strike if I do that. And then I was like, you know what was pretty medieval? The beginning of Shin Megami Tensei 4. And then I downloaded a lot of songs. Because I forgot how banger the whole soundtrack is. I don't know how to use Van Gogh. I'm too stupid for him. But no, don't get tempted. If you're saving, you need to save for Bunny Castoria. Don't get off track here. She is a bunny-made girl. Who's Artoria? Well, no, she's Artoria, because she's Castoria, so she's the good Artoria. You cannot pass this roll up. Don't be tempted by none of these hussies that Aniplex wants you to do. Unless it's Cleopatra, then that's different. Or Archetype Earth. Or Draco. Those are the only time you stray off the path. Tamlin! Tamlin, I got Tamlin. She's in my party, and meh. I haven't even used her yet, so don't listen to me. I'm just like... How many goddamn Knights of the Round Table were there? Well, we're in the right Singularity to be asking that. I feel like 22. Yeah, we don't stray off the path. We need to create a support group, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be like, I'm gonna save for this thing, but then the second one cool thing, I'm like, oh, maybe just one roll. I can make it all back. I can make it all back. I tell myself, and then I don't play for like 2 months. Sometimes you can't make it back. Sometimes you gotta save, so we need to make... Oh, I wonder if I got the resources to level Cleo up. You're right. Why does she got those abs? It's weird. Morgan Le Fay Castoria doesn't approve. This is the worst time of year to play Fate Grand Order. There's just too many things. They want you to spend money for all the cool... Because you can't pass up guaranteed 5 stars. You just can't. And then here's all these cool special banners. I'm so mad I didn't get Archetype Earth, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of the first time I've been dis-fucking-pointed in a role here. Like... I got Ruler Skaha, that's true, but like... I wanted Archetype Earth. I thought they say guaranteed, that means you're getting it. But no, you get one of 3. I'm one of the victims of the gotcha. They clearly don't explain the rules to me enough. Oh, Cleo was Destiny Draw. That's perfectly fine. As I said, Cleopatra has been one I have spent a lot of Saint Courts trying to get in my past, and I fucking did not, and I've never felt her presence ever again. Now she's here. That's fine. There'll always be a Destiny Draw next year. They can't possibly make any cooler servants than there already is. Nothing cool is gonna come. We got nothing to do but save. So I guess the path for some of you would be after this next roll coming up, save till next year for Drake. I wonder if there's a Fate user who's like just never... Because I think that would be the real challenge. Never roll. Get through the Singularities and Lost Spell on what you got in your first tutorial roll, and maybe you get one friend summoned. Ultimate free-to-play run. Actually, I need a Lancer. I don't need a Lancer, I suppose. You know? What's up? What's up? Arturia. Is her name Arturia Pendragon, or is it Altaria Pendragon? What the fuck? I feel like this is wrong. I feel like it's misspelled in this game. Is that crazy for me to say? They didn't misspell it, did they? I swear it's Arturia, though. Am I crazy? What this is totally not the word you just said. They misspelled her name in the... No. No, maybe she just has a different name because she's a Lancer and she's cool like that. That's gotta be it, right? It's kind of like when Walter Jr. wanted to be called Flynn in Breaking Bad. It's something like that. Ugh, my mask! A servant! What? Don't tell me you're a it's fucking Ronda Rousey! Don't tell me you're a master. Please forgive us, Lord 100 Personas. It seems they're no ordinary soldiers. The design of that girl's armor. The official translator fucked up, but they had time to do all this. Had time to do all this, but not get, like, the main servant's name right. The fuck did that? Bandai Namco? The rest of you fall back. We're up against servants. You'll get easily killed. Or not. We're just struck on the flat sides of their blades. They'll spare us like the pussies they are. Are you underestimating us? Mocking us? We of the mountain don't deserve your blades. I guess I'm not good enough for you to kill. Damn. Fine. Either way, this battle is ours as long as we still have our lives. What? Well, Natsu doesn't get an opinion on his own franchise, I say. I read some interviews from him and he says cringe things lose property. What? I haven't seen... time to get the Crunchyroll subscription. They only had Babylonia on there, though. I was watching Babylonia, because... Honestly, I didn't like it that much. I only watched, like, 3 episodes, but I was only there for Gilgamesh and Merlin. And I'm okay with that decision. It was worth the journey. About that, during our battle just now, that trickster over there... Trickster. Oh, hello. I'm not a trickster. I'm a genius. And one who doesn't miss any chances at that. I grabbed your prisoner while Demon Cringe was fighting. Haha! Who are you people? Do you work for Ozymandias? I'm Demon Cringe, how are you? I'm the Hassan of 100 Personas, one of the leaders of the West and an old man of the mountain. I have a sit rep. Those sphinxes are coming back, and some strange creatures wearing cloth are with them. Idiot, they're Medjed! Don't look them in the eye or you'll be cursed. Damn it, we failed again. Retreat. Make sure you don't drop the food we took. Listen up, shield girl and staff woman. Wait, woman? Whatever. You there with the staff on Nitocris. You just got called out. You too, human. You little doe. Just you wait. I'll never let this go. Wait, hear us out, 100 personas. Ha ha ha! Hassan never waits when we're told to wait. Farewell, you oh, it's Denims. Figured out her true name. Sandstorms are everyday thing for us. We're protected by our wind-deflecting amulets. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. The enemies are moving away fast. We lost track of them. Too bad, we finally ran into people we could talk to. Was it an actual conversation? Okay, it was you people, Same, who made me think that Merlin was coming up. And I was gonna roll for that for Camelot, but then... So what you're saying is the people who make the game forgot to put it in. It's not happening. I could have got Merlin in Destiny Draw, but... Merlin can come next Destiny Draw. It's fine. We got Cleopatra. And Galaxy T. I don't know why we got Galaxy. Oh, hold on. Da Vinci's gonna do some things. Okay, leave it to me. I'm taking the ropes and gag off of her now. Oh, I thought she was gonna put ropes and gags on someone. A double 5-star in Destiny Draw. That's cheating. Hey, I got Attila the Hun, though. I got spooked, as they say. Did they put her to sleep? Hey, smack, smack! Hey! Wakey, wakey, a 1 in a million genius is standing right in front of you. I don't think Da Vinci's very humble. Oh, there's the one with the staff. It is her. No, Pharaoh, please don't pull my hair like that. That may look like a near, but it's a magical catalyst evoking Horus. No, not bedhead either. Huh? Oh, she's awake. You got Melosun? However you say that name, you got Crazy Yuri? You got YouTuber Crazy Yuri? Oh. We're not gonna get Merlin this year. There's always next year. Hey, is Castoria on banner right now? No one... You can stray off the path for that one, but... Well, you might as well get the bunny first. Get Bunny Castoria first, and then I'm sure Castoria will be around in a couple months. She always is. Everyone's got Castoria. Check support, they're all there. Right, she's frozen stiff. Insolent fools, who are you? Do you know who I am? How dare you treat the Pharaoh Nitocris thus? Nitocris, she's the sorceress queen of ancient Egypt, master. Yes, she doesn't look intimidating anymore after that. She's indeed a powerful, heroic spirit from 2000 BC. Whispering behind my back, Are you making a mockery of me? Nitocris? Oh, that's right. You already have. You drugged me and dragged me outside the temple. Gonna get in trouble for not being back by curfew. Why are you whispering, Nitocris? Don't tell my parents. I cannot show any sympathy to such vulgarity. Normally, I'd question your allegiance to the Sun King. Ah, you're right. You know what? Pour one out for Merlin. The 5-star that's useful always. Some say not as good as Waver, but they're wrong. And he made a penis. He made a penis and put it on Arturia Pendragon. That's worth remembering. But first you have to do something incredible to earn the forgiveness of Queen Nitocris. Mayor of the Underworld, appear. Please pay them back 1,000-fold for the humiliation they caused. You can't just bind me, gag me, tie me up, and handcuff me to the radiator. I won't have it. Nitocris's mirror. Master, she's getting ready for battle. Uh-oh. She's mistaken us for the people who abducted her. Well, didn't we? Who the fuck did Da Vinci bind and gag? She didn't do that? Oh. Wrong place, wrong time. Oh boy, that was a bust. I shouldn't have poked her all over with my staff. But we have no choice. We can't prove our innocence anyways, and that queen doesn't look like a good listener. First, we're gonna have to fight her. Let's go, Demon Cringe. Oh. I'm ready for a good old battle. I like Merlin because I liked his performance in the Babylonia anime. I didn't like him all that much before then. Crazy. So shout out to the English dub actor, who I think is Shinji's voice actor. I don't know though. I mean, Shinji's the worst, but I believe his VAs in both Japanese and English do a pretty good job. They make you fucking hate him. Because I think that's the same voice Merlin has, but with Merlin, he just seems kind of sly, but still your friend at the same time. But you just put the same voice with just Shinji's face, and he's just garbage. Is Lancelot even in Camelot? Or has he already been beheaded? Dude, I love Nina Chris's little ghost. I like Summer Her as well. I'm sure it'll happen someday. We can't roll on summer servants. For as I have said and declared, we cannot stray from the path. Merlin's the axolotl man. Now, I don't appreciate how long his noble phantasm takes. He needs to fucking quicken the pace on that. Waver seems fast to me. Like, Waver, like, points his finger and then, like, the Shin Megami 3 fucking columns come down and then they're stunned and it's over. Merlin's like, look at my garden, I worked so hard on it. Let me give you the tour. Dude, Merlin and Gilgamesh next Singularity. Who are those people? Who's those servants mons? That's Darius. That, I think, is Romulus because he's doing his T-pose thing. He likes doing that. Haha, Skatey, you can't hit me. I don't know. Whatever. I used Buster last this time. Who would have saw it coming? You know what they need to do to bring more women into the Fate fandom? Well, I don't think they want us, but if they did, we need more true crime. We need the fucking serial killer servants. Like, Jack the Ripper made it, but like... whatever, Jack the Ripper's not special. That's old hat. Where's Ted Bundy? And for, you know, and some would consider that kind of disrespectful to the victims. Maybe you need to wait a few hundred years on that, some would say. But Japan wouldn't care. So it's possible. No, they don't like men crazy, but they like true crime. I mean, they made Jekyll hot. I don't find Sherlock Holmes hot, though. Speaking of not true crime, fake crime. This is just her mirror. That ain't even really her. She's being a little coward, hiding in her temple. Oh no, wait, she's gonna be in the third battle. That's cool. I can respect it. But as far as servants, I've already said it. I'm still advocating for Johnny Appleseed. Tribute to my homeland, Indiana, where he's buried. I will return there and use his coffin as a catalyst when I get to compete in the Holy Grail War. Oh, Nita Chris didn't even get, I mean, Ska didn't even get a pop off yet. See if this NP loops. Getting more into the... No, I'm not even gonna say I'm getting better. I'm not. These are not very raid-worthy battles. At least I didn't ask what DPS means today. Damage per second. Our world is a lost belt. Think about it. Because obviously life is a simulation. Is the shit we worry about so stupid? And everything in our head's a video game anyway. Like, we couldn't have possibly been from the same world where people used to have to chop down trees every day for firewood. We're way beyond that, so life must be a simulation. But then you tell yourself, it can't be, because that would be the most boring simulation of all time. What would be the point? And that's because it's a lost belt with a stupid VR game, and it needs pruned. And that's why the sun comes up every day. You heard it here on this YouTube channel. Hello, Ohio, with the O replaced with a G. Did you know that life is a simulation? But it's okay because the counterforce is gonna prune the timeline anyway. But they're not gonna send Archer to do it. No, 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 no. They're sending fucking Mysterious Hero and X. Y'all, she's got not only Excalibur, but the other one. We ain't surviving. That is the heat at death of the universe right there. And we learned today in Lessons in Magecraft that yes, much like Dragon Ball Z, you can destroy the world in a fight. Toko blew it up. Caused the heat death of the universe and Garden of Sinners, I guess. I don't think this ever happened. Natsu's a kidder. Oh, I'm getting Noble Phantasms because I didn't do enough DPS. It's okay. Altair. This is just unacceptable. I'm gonna write a letter. Y'all, we'll do that on stream next time. We'll get out the doc and we'll all work together. We're gonna write a letter to Aniplex. Dead serious. We'll find a P.O. box to send it to them and they gotta respond. They have to. It's the law. I used to write to Bandai Namco as a kid all the time to ask them when the new season of Digimon was coming out. They didn't know. They said we just sell toys, but they did respond. I'm gonna tell them that they spelled it wrong. I will do it. I'll be the hero. And then I demand that we in NA get our own exclusive servant. I say it's time, and it'll be a different version of Artoria Pendragon with the right fucking name. And Japan's not allowed to have that servant. That's all Aniplex needs is just a letter letting them know. It's not like, do you think the people who work on this game are gonna sit down and play this game? I wouldn't. If I had to type this story all day, lay these PNGs out all day, be an animator on these double phantasms, no. I'm gonna go play some Star Rail instead. Or, dare I say, one of those real video games that you put in the console that you don't need to have online, that you don't need to spend money on because you already spent money on it. Wouldn't it be crazy if you played that instead? Wouldn't it be crazy if you played Persona 3 Reload instead of using all your apples and your gacha like some people in this chat? Anyway. Extra XP once more.
In the annals of ancient Egypt,
Oops. Not ready for that yet. Well, we kind of are. Yeah, who's excited for history? We're gonna learn about Nitocris.
In the annals of ancient Egypt, there exists a mysterious and scheming figure, a woman whose story resonates with vengeance and power. Her name is Nitocris, and she is considered one of the deadliest female pharaohs.
Nitocris. That's like Nitocris is just saying it fast. It's the same thing. Just it sounds more elegant, slower. Okay, what can I go waste 58 AP on? Nah, I'll figure it out.
Pharaohs to ever rule the world of ancient Egypt.
Oh, Mystic Code. Mystic Code.
Step into it, where legends and stories intertwine, as we embark on a journey to unravel the mystery of Nitocris and her macabre revenge plan. Prepare yourself for a compelling story about the will, courage, ambition, and time.
Alright, first of all, Digimon games. All the Digimon stuff they announced looks hype as hell, by the way. I think this anime looks like it's better than Try was. I think it's a good time to be a Digimon fan right now, but I'm not concerned with those video games because I've missed like 12 of them in between. I have not beaten Cyber Sleuth, and don't even get me started on Digimon Survive. Anyway. The voice actors can play FGO. They're not part of the FGO staff. I'm saying if you make the game, you don't want to play this game. So that's why they don't know that Alteria's name spelled wrong. We have to tell them. Letter writing campaign. The Aniplex. Maybe they'll give us free Saints Courts for writing.
It takes one woman to secure her rightful place in history. Please hit the like button. Share and subscribe to the channel. You'll never miss a video and
AI voice. Not a fan, but I'll see if this tale's interesting.
help us deliver even more great content. Click that like button and sign up today.
Makes me think Jay Kaiser's reading
Nitocris,
it.
possibly the last ruler of the 6th dynasty of ancient Egypt, is mentioned in writings long considered a reliable source. These works include an important document chronologically from the 3rd century BC. It was written by Manetho, an ancient Egyptian priest, and the famous Greek historian Herodotus, in the histories written in 430 BC in the Lonic dialect of Classical Greek. According to these accounts, Nitocris is believed to have been the daughter of Pepi II and Neith, and the sister of Meronra-Nemtiasof II. Such historical evidence sheds light on the potential role of Nitocris as a prominent figure in the ancient Egyptian dynasty.
Well, because of AI voice, now I don't know what her name is. It might not be Netakaros. I made a TikTok with TikTok voice, and I said Karen Page from the wonderful show Daredevil, and it says Karen Page. No, Karen Page. And it's like, you know what Karen sounds like, AI. Fuck you. It could do better.
She was born during the Old Kingdom period, which lasted from 2686 to 2181 BC. The age of the pyramids, and marked the first prosperous era of civilization in the lower Nile Valley. The Old Kingdom was a period of political stability and economic prosperity, with the pharaohs holding absolute power over the land. The Old Kingdom saw advances in art, architecture, and writing. With the creation of hieroglyphs and the construction of massive pyramid complexes, including the famous pyramids of Giza. The pharaohs of the Old Kingdom were believed to be divine beings and responsible for
So that's it, huh? So this here dog face thing, like, puts your soul on the scale, and depending on where it is, that's how bad or good you are. I don't know, I could get behind it. This, like, and then I don't gotta read a Bible or nothing. I can just, like, look at the wall. I think I would do well in this religion. You just look at the wall and you get the gist.
Maintaining Mayat, the cosmic order. Some sources suggest that Nitocris, an ancient Egyptian woman, may have held the prestigious title of pharaoh. However, in Egypt's vast history, there were few female rulers, especially during the time of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Most of the women in power assumed the role.
Ooh, that's the dynasty that my girl Cleopatra's from. I know that from history.
Of regent, guiding their underage sons to rule.
And then, like, they all killed each other.
A notable exception is Hatshepsut, a respected pharaoh of the 18th dynasty who faced attempts to erase her from history by later kings. However, remnants of her reign persisted, cementing her existence and high position. In contrast, Nitocris remains a captivating mystery. Apart from the mentions by Herodotus and Manetho, sources currently provide very little detail about her persona. The veil of mystery surrounds.
She had a persona? Wonder who? No. Well, dude, I always thought, wouldn't it be cool, like, if there was another Persona game and it actually took place in the past and you find out, like, I don't know, another ancient god was messing around back then, and then the timelines converge like an actual, like, time travel Persona game. I don't know why I must fan fiction every franchise I like, but that'd be cool.
Nitocris persists, leaving historians hungry.
Yeah, Thanatos. Perfect.
For more clues to unravel her story. A piece from the Turin King List, also known as the Turin Papyrus and the Turin Royal License, piqued our curiosity. Within its weathered confines, an unnamed pharaoh named Netakerti appeared, taking the reins after Nemtiemsov II. A veil of speculation surrounds this discovery, suggesting that Netakerti is none other than the enigmatic.
Now, the reason this video is because I searched Nitocris on YouTube, and a lot of the videos have a lot of low views. Is that because misogyny? Question mark. Or is Nitocris not important? That can't be true. They wouldn't make her into a hot desert bunny girl unless she contributed a lot to our history. That's how it works in Fate.
Nitocris. For further clarity, we turn to the Abydos King List, also known as the Abydos Table, where an intriguing substitution takes place. Nejkara entered the place once occupied by Netakerti. An intriguing observation arises from this substitution. The name Nejkara carries a masculine connotation, casting doubt on the notion that Netakerti and Nitocris are one and the same.
That's a cool-ass
reign,
throne.
like a compelling narrative.
Now, do we know if that was real? That's some Daenerys shit right there.
Expands its scope through the ages, leading to different interpretations. The chronology of the Turin King List extends from the reign of Ramesses II to the end of the 20th dynasty. On the other hand, the Abydos King List is found on a wall in the mortuary temple of Seti I and is likely created during his reign. Nitocris is not mentioned in either of these sources, and the only known Egyptian account of Nitocris can be found in Manetho's Aegyptiaca, also known as the History of Egypt. Manetho, a respected Egyptian historian and priest, lived during the Ptolemaic dynasty around the 3rd century BC. When considering the
I heard the Ptolemies were like cosplayers though, like they kind of married into it and then, well no, they had to marry someone from the Egyptian line though, and they were into it because they were like weebs for the Egyptian religion and culture, and all you need is like 1 drop of Egyptian blood, of like pharaoh blood, and then that means you have God in you. And they just liked wearing the clothes and stuff, probably because they were comfortable in the desert.
time frame in which he lived, there is a considerable time gap between Manetho and the ancient Egyptians, who compiled the Turin king list and the Abydos king list. This significant separation casts doubt on the accuracy of Manetho's writings concerning Nitocris. In Aegyptica, derived from the Armenian version
Awful hat, Nitocris. This is why they went with the bunny ears.
of Eusebius, Manetho wrote of a queen named Nitocris, who was renowned as the most noble and beloved woman of her time. He described her as Snow White and suggested that she was the one who built the 3rd pyramid. However, historical evidence has firmly established that the 3rd pyramid was indeed erected by Menkora, a pharaoh from the 4th dynasty. This discrepancy has raised speculation that Manetho may have understood wrong Menkora as Menkora, leading to confusion and inaccuracies in his writings. This speculation further raises the intriguing possibility that Menkora may have been a nickname or throne name used by Nitocris. It is supported by symbols such as seashells and depictions of sedges and bees associated with Menkora. Notably, prenomen being the throne name, Menkora does appear in the Abydos list of kings, although it is thought to follow Netjerkura, which is associated with Nitocris. This supports the hypothesis that Menkora may have been an alternate name or title assumed by Nitocris. It is worth noting that the information provided by Manetho about Nitocris is limited and he does not provide any important additional details about her. Thus, even if we consider Manetho to be a reliable source regarding Nitocris, his...
Did this user just do what I think they did?
So does this mean that this user hates all anime?
You made an easy AI, let's read the Wikipedia history documentary, and then you want to show you're a Fate fan? You throw Nitocris in here, or did you just Google it? Real fan or fake fan? Place your bets. What?
accounts provide us with little knowledge of her true nature and historical significance. Therefore, our understanding of Nitocris is still very limited. Herodotus, the Greek historian known for his colorful stories, offers us the most fascinating story of Nitocris. However, it is important to approach his story, like many other stories in his work, with a touch of salt. Herodotus claims that the story was delivered to him by the priests of Egypt. According to Herodotus in the Histories, Nitocris shares the same name as a Babylonian queen and sister of King Metasuphis II, Meron-Ra-2. He was a ruler of the ancient kingdom who suffered a tragic death at the hands of his subjects. They assert that Nitocris seeks revenge for the brutal murder of her brother, who is also her husband. After the Egyptians killed King,
everybody in these Ptolemaic dynasty families be killing each other all the time. Like, I think, like, Cleopatra's gotta do a Cleopatra video later. Like, half that family assassinated the other half. It's ridiculous family drama. Ridiculous. Like, this was all happening when they were, like, 10 years old. They were just taught to assassinate each other. I think it's, like, I think they like to pretend there was a hierarchy, but I think it was just, like, fucking survival of the fittest in this family. You don't die, you win.
Metasuphis II, they gave the kingdom to Nitocris. Nitocris was smiling.
Unless it was a Grail War. We weren't there. We can't discount that it wasn't.
And waving to accept the throne, while contemplating the death and destruction of her family's enemies. Then, driven by a deep desire to be punished, she devised a cunning plan to take revenge on those responsible. Nitocris took the sole rulership of ancient Egypt and hatched a plan. She secretly ordered the construction of a huge underground hall connected to the Nile by a hidden canal. To fulfill her revenge, she cunningly announced an opening ceremony for the room. Then invite the Egyptians known to be the masterminds behind her husband's assassination, among them many, to the event. During the celebratory party, while the perpetrators were engrossed in their meal,
Is that the Fate Extra music in the background to this user?
Nitocris released a stream of water through a
Probably
secret
not.
passage, flooding the room and drowning her treacherous enemy. This is the range of information provided by Herodotus regarding Nitocris, except for the grim detail that she later met her own fate by throwing herself into a room full of ashes, potentially escaping impending punishment. However, it is important to exercise caution when approaching Herodotus' writings. His narratives often blend history and mythology, embellishing events for dramatic effect.
No. To sell books? Is this guy the original clickbaiter?
Although his storytelling captures our imaginations, it is essential to seek corroborating historical evidence to separate fact from fiction. As a result, the details surrounding Nitocris' vengeful reign and her ultimate fate remain elusive and subject to further investigation. In short, the legacy of Nitocris, the most dangerous female pharaoh, reverberates through the corridors of history. Make her immortal as a symbol of strength, intelligence, and indomitable spirit.
See, that's why the Nita Chris from Fate's weird. These are some bad AI images.
She became the inspiration for many literary and artistic works of the time, leaving an indelible mark on world history. Please consider hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your support, and I can't wait to see.
No, you Jay Kaiser wannabe. Never. Well, after this battle, I should be ready to get back to it. I just, you know, we gotta have Merlin here because look at him. I like him with his little hood on, being all mysterious. And you don't even know that he's the Dick Wizard. You don't even know that he should be on a list yet. And that's cool. Because he's not gonna hurt us. He's our ally, you know? And he can just go off to the tower, so there's no reason to report him to the police anyway. He's gonna run away. As long as we're saving the world, it's usually okay. I finally figured out, you know, it's Mash who's the master, right? Even though I can send her out, but she already called herself a baby designer master or whatever. That was earlier. Now my role, I figured it out. I'm HR. So I've been making sure to do my due diligence to keep a record on everybody and their attitude and their fucking jiggle physics. She had a good boob bounce when she was doing her final finisher right there. Oh! Burn my dread indeed. Hello. She can be the master. I'm good doing office work. Like, I gotta do this thing, you know, because we gotta save the world. And a lot of people are dead. So I gotta help with this, but I don't mind doing filing work. I don't mind doing little retreats and everybody getting to know each other. We made Shiro Emi a heroic spirit Shiro Emi, mind you. We got him into therapy. Like, there's nothing he can do about his contract to the counterforce. But at least he's got someone to vent to about it now. He's learning to accept it and do the best he can. We've been making a lot of improvements at Caldelia since I've come in. His altar, well, I mean, it's their culture, the altars. We can't force them to go to therapy. They didn't. As long as they don't destroy the world, that's usually why we gotta go to these singularities. But hashtag not all altars. Yeah, Jolter went through that whole dragon summoning and burning people alive and being mad about her getting burnt alive phase. We've all had that phase. She's over it. She's moved on. Alright, so I'm very much aware that they're invincible. So I'm gonna be invincible too and increase my strength rate. We don't need that. We don't need that. That's just greed. Oh, give me your sea stars. Let me milk you. Let me milk your invincibility for the stars. Dude, Maid Salter, that's why I'm so happy I have her on my other game, because she just exudes. It's just so much going on. As I've said, it is Salter from Heaven's fucking Field, who is a maid for some reason, and she eats popsicles, and she has a fucking sniper rifle and a motorcycle. She charges in a motorcycle with a sniper rifle. Like, remember when Mission Impossible had motorcycles in it? Her Noble Phantasm's so much cooler. Dude, her boat though. How much you think it costs to keep that safe at the marina? Cleo, why are you still alive? Don't you use your Noble Phantasm on me. I'll call the polices on you. And you have to bite yourself with a snake again. In the tit. And then fucking Monokuma's gonna come out and be like, a body's been discovered. And we'll be like, we ain't playing that game. That is not Juko Inishima, that is Cleopatra. And that's Mono Snake. You know, like how if you lose the court case in Danganronpa, everyone's supposed to die? This iteration here just skips to the die part. She's not individual novels. And that's been the lore of Cleopatra. This has been Not Otaku Daiku. Thank you for joining me. We had Sonya start doing, for the YouTube short, start doing fake servant lore. Just call this one like Halloween Castoria. I thought she was just, I kind of thought she was just Castoria with glasses. Because, you know, it's Japan, how fucking, sometimes there's girls with glasses and sometimes they're without. Remember when Rin Tosaka put those glasses on? Oh my god, she's so hot, am I right? I thought that's what they were going for. I didn't know that was Morgan. Okay. Back to Camelot. Gonna do probably this section and another one, then call it. But you know, I just can't stand, we gotta use the AP, but are you kidding me? I gotta do 3 of them? I knew this. I need to get those summon tickets too. I only got 3 days left on that. What am I doing with my life? Morgan before the trauma. That's what I thought Castoria was as well, like the ideal version. But apparently, Lost Belt 6 matters. Ooh, one of them their caster levels. Who wants to come along? Well, we've been hyping her up. She's a vibe. Team Britain, let's go. I like, look at that. Surprising to be pushed this far, however. I must say, those were some drastic measures. You're quite the warriors, I'll give you that. However, your trial begins now. You committed a sin by disgracing me, and I want to know whether you can atone for it. You hear this Sonic music? You don't deserve to hear it. That's how low you are. The Pharaoh granted this divine beast to me. You shall be tested by it until you're torn limb from limb. More sphinxes. You look so elegant, but you're unreasonable, Nito Chris. Of course, pharaohs must assert their own justice. Please listen, Nita Chris. We really did save you. After all, you were captured by assassins. Even so, that doesn't change the fact you witnessed my disgrace. Besides, you don't have any proof. Why did you save me? Did you happen to be here out of coincidence? And you saved me despite even knowing my name. That is an impossible story. Saving a stranger for no reward in a land at the end of the world? Nothing seems to be getting through to her. We might have no choice but to defeat her. She doesn't seem bad. They're still so passive, even after all this. Did they really save me? No. You bear the armor of the knights from the holy city. I cannot trust you. Go, Sphinx. Bestow upon them the judgment of the great Sun King. Horus, I think his name is. Sphinx, fighting a divine beast in our current situation's too harsh. Too much. No. Please raise your head. No divine beast could shatter your shield. Above all, the justice you stand easily be overcome a battle born of misunderstanding such as this. Who are you? We have yet to forge a bond for you to know my name. You may consider me the same as an enemy for now. I heard these poppin' Sonic tunes and came running. You must be the one called Demon Cringe, yes? I am Lucis, a servant without a master. I just couldn't help to interrupt. You may think I'm meddling, but please forgive me for that. You don't mind. I can lend some assistance. My sword is yours. Make use of me as you will. You look weak, but you've got a big mouth. I'll crush you both and make you my slaves. Now prepare yourselves. Mess with me in the desert. She's not gonna give up to the end of her. Just another Sphinx. What is this, Zoo Day? Check this out. What is the point? Like, this gets down, gives you the cooldown, I guess. That's cool. Oh yeah, okay. Guess who's a good support here? Boom, cooldown. Check this out. Boom, cooldown. That was pretty cool. Think that was synergy. That might improve the DPS, some have called it. But we'll find out. Let's see if boom! Morgan colored fucking motorcycle sniper rifle that has the whatever that's called. It's like Excalibur Morgan, isn't it? There's just a lot going on. I don't know what Mary's thing is, but she's here. Boom, and then after this, I'm gonna be able to use Last Resort. And it'll just be popping. unlimited water sword works. Let's go. And I get invincibility. I keep forgetting that. Dude, she's just too good. She just might need to be in every party ever. Who's John d'Arc again? I don't remember that hoe. Gonna be honest. But I guess she's a ruler. And you know, when it comes to Tiamat there at the end of Babylonia, I bet you we'll have fucking Merlin, Asic, and John d'Arc. Those are gonna be the three. They're gonna get us through. We will stall our way through that shit. I have no shame. We can just be blowing up our noble phantasms all day. Alright, let's see what you can do. Let's see what a Caribbean free... Oh, is this where you get some rum and you get drunk and everyone yells Freebird? That's gotta be what that is. Let's check it out. Captain Crunch. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's got a fucking musket. Done. Get him. Demonic bullet from the ocean surface, guys. Gonna be honest with you though, Morgan, that outfit seems quite heavy for the temperature of the desert. Alright, let's see what's up. My apologies. I'm convinced I can make something that looks like this in RPG Maker. I gotta just figure out how to do the sandstorm effect, and I'm working on it, and we can all talk about my visual novel. We don't even need to do the Lost Belts, I'll just make my own, doing a different story. Amazing! The Sphinx has been completely eliminated. I'm not detecting any Spiritron reconstruction. That arm! The Knight's right arm! There's no doubt that's the radiance of... Don't you be putting weird accents in my words. You know I'm American. I can't handle this. It's the divine arm of the Celtic war god Nada. He's using the mystic divine class spirit? Spirit class? What? The Pharaoh's divine beast? The noble beast Lord Ozymandias entrusted to me? It's been completely eradicated from the earth. Just who do you think you are? Talking about it. That was his favorite pet. It was very traumatic for him. Don't. That's why I apologized. I concluded you wouldn't settle down unless I dealt the final blow. Ow. What? Now listen, awoken Pharaoh, incarnation of the god Horus, Nitocris. It's true that they saved you. I witnessed it myself, after all. They saw you were about to be taken by the old man of the mountain and company, and saved you honorably. If you still refuse to believe it, then I'll have no choice but to use the silver arm once more. Do you wish to lose the Sun King's trust even more? Will your own standing not become precarious as well? But aren't you citizens of Egypt? You have no reason to help me. The desert bunny. Then let me ask you in return. The people of something, they scroll the top up too fast for me. Decide, do the knights of the holy city have reason to abduct you? Happy birthday, by the way, Scotty Rich. I suppose that's... Only the people of the mountain have the ability to sneak into my temple. Nitocris seems depressed now. Maybe she's regretting her actions. Yes, now would be the chance to press her for answers. Demon Cringe, go right ahead. Boo! You finally believe us. Hey, why are you shouting like that all of a sudden? I have anxiety. We saved you, got a problem with that? No. Now that I think about it calmly, there's no other explanation. You have my gratitude, travelers. I'm sorry, my short temper got the best of me again. By the way, we'd like some water. Water? In that case, there's an oasis nearby. We have to ID you first, though. You want some fruit, too. Oh, we can't let the animal in, though. The restaurant. That's right. And we want to take a bath and relax, too. Oh. Well, now you want me to reserve for the Holiday Inn? What's with them suddenly acting so brazenly? Ugh, they did save me, so I need to show my gratitude. Ahem. Very well, I understand. I'll make a special exception and welcome you as my guest. Thank goodness my parents are on holiday, but don't mess anything up. I don't want them to know. They can't know that Ozymandias has been over either, so don't tell them. You'd like some hospitality, right? In that case, escort me back to the Ramasim something Tetris, the most prosperous and ideal nation in the desert. My house. Normally you need to answer a Sphinx riddle to get inside, but I hereby bestow upon you the honor of being able to open the door. We have a Ring camera, so we leave it unlocked. Because we think it'd be funny for someone to try to rob us. And then we go on the intercom and we go, calling the cops on you, LOL. And then we get to see them run away. It's worth it. Never lock the door. Yo, look at all these rewards. On fire, okay. Oh shoot, we're only on section 2. That was just section 1. What? Alright, Supper of the Sun King. Now, okay, so the Sun King is gonna be Ozymandias, I think. So probably gonna finish this section, then I'm gonna probably wrap it up, because it's late. I wanted to start so much earlier, but my computer decided I don't want to do things right, and then OBS decided it didn't want to do things right, and I think the computer is gonna unionize against me. I'm really concerned. Okay, we need a Lancer. No. I heard Karna's good now. She's pretty cool. You know what? Let's have some Reiku love tonight. She doesn't get appreciated enough, really. You know what? This seems like a wonderful little team of friends. And then someone dies, and then Jilter Bikini comes out, and they're like, oh no. And then Jilter Bikini goes, because she's a berserker, and they're like, phew. But then, da, 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 comes out. It's genius. Genius. Winds, I release you from your duties by the name of Nitocris. Give us view unto the heavens. Ew. Wait. The storm has ceased, Senpai. The sky's perfect. Don't call me that. Clear blue as far as you can see. What a pleasant smile. It was worth putting on such a show. But the band of light exists in the sky of this era too. Yes, quite frustratingly. The only thing that needs to shine in the sky is the sun. Woohoo! All you need to do now is head west. You should reach the Grand Temple in about 2 hours. That's good. Then I'll take my leave here. May good fate accompany your journey. Fate. The series. Bye. You're leaving now? I have no business at the Grand Temple, nor reason to stop you from going. We really were simply brought here together by coincidence. I have always been a wanderer. I am unfit to keep the company of others. What a real lone wolf character. He left. Mash, did you feel anything strange from the servant just now? Nostalgia, perhaps? Or that you know him somehow? I didn't really feel anything particular. No, I actually did have a strange sensation. We're both servants, but something seemed different. Are you a servant or are you homunculus? I'm confused. You're both. But why is your hair pink? I see, then Lucius must really be his true name. Don't know what to make of that, though. Is the true name Lucius Strange? It's not really strange, but saying that name itself is something of a joke. Lucius is the name of a Roman Empire who appears in the Historia Don't. Vinci, don't do this to me. Her and her robot bird. He didn't achieve any particular feats worth mentioning. He was a scrub, as they would say. Anyway, the issue isn't his true name. What's strange is the noble phantasm on his right arm. That was Nuda's right arm, the shining arm. Gentleman. Well, he isn't exactly Nadha, so there's no mistake that it's a replica. But even then, its power was extraordinary. It was able to defeat a sphinx, a creature of near divinity. What kind of mechanism could be behind it? I'm curious, so curious. And as someone who also has an artificial arm, the full metal caster as they call me, I'm also envious. No one called you that. I want something that's like that too. I want to defeat the sphinx all by myself too. That's enough useless chat. Are you gonna go to the Grand Temple or not? I'm not made of time, you know. Just Egyptian magic. Time travel's not possible, magecraft weirdos. If I don't return by evening, they'll realize that I've been abducted. How disgraceful. I think it's already obvious. And then you all invited yourselves over. Don't think I glossed over that part. I'm sorry, Queen Nitocris. We totally forgot you were there. You act polite, but you've got a sharp tongue, girl. What's your name? Oh, pardon my rudeness. My name is Mash Kyrielite. This is Da Vinci, and this our master. Demon Cringe. Hi, how you doing? I stream on YouTube. Very well. It's a little late, but I'll forgive you. None of the names are on the criminal register. What a relief. I have this cool app that lets me check who's a weirdo on my block. You are on my block, and it says no weirdo alerts. We're fine. We're not at your house. Oh. Now then, I bestow upon you the duty of escorting me. Protect me. Escort mission, let's go until we reach the Grand Temple. I'm sure nothing will attack us. We need to protect you, the Queen. Everything we heard up to now suggests this desert is your domain. Ah, but just because you say it's your domain doesn't mean the scorpions go away. Domain, per se, it's a land at the end of the world. Stopping the sandstorm like I did means demonic beast outside our control will invade. Rinse, repeat. That's why you must guard me, just in case. You have a responsibility to bring me to the Grand Temple. It's true. Jawa! I see, beast outside of your control. I see, that's convincing. Hey, I think there's a Hassan behind you. Understood, Master. Executing orders. Queen Nitocris, is that thing sneaking up behind you a creature of the desert? That's not the politically correct thing to say around here. Can't call them creatures just because they make those sounds. I don't recall ever meeting such demonic beasts. Destroy it, demon cringe. Just don't hurt its feelings. Oh, I hate these things. They make me feel bad. I don't know why. Maybe because they murdered all those children in Fate Zero. That's probably why. Maybe I'm becoming a little bitch with anime, but I just don't... In the Daredevil and the Punisher I be watching, I'm just not a fan of, like, innocent people always dying. You know, we all know that in Marvel New York there's like 80 billion people though, so it's kind of fine. Ah. Alrighty. You can take the hits. Gareth, I believe in you. Dude, she's got those yo-yo skills. I'm not the biggest fan of Reiku, but I do like her beach form. And that boa thing she has distracts from her awful self, quite honestly. Oh, Jean, you got this. Kill its child in front of it. That'll teach it for those things it makes. It's just icky. I don't want to look at it no more. Alter Ego A is kind of cool. She wouldn't be horrible to have. But we don't stray off the path. We must support each other in this time of temptation, all these banners. You gotta hold on to the truth, which is Bunny made Castoria. Don't waste your Saints Courts on these false hussies. They'll be back. They always are. I know summer servants are cool and everything, but they'll come again. They're never gone forever. Don't need them. Some of us already got Queen Meb, Saber. What more do you need? I got a ton of summer servants, actually. Solter Maid, Tomoya Lancer, Reiku Lancer, Frankenstein Saber, which is, I like her. I think the bandage dress is pretty cool. head. Aw, you just been yo-yoed. Yeah, Summer Castoria. Everyone stay on the path. Ooh, interlude for him. Do an interlude next time we come back. For one of these people who are story relevant. Get excited too later in the future. We'll be learning King Arthur lore. Apparently it isn't that complicated. You gonna roll for memes? Memes? You gotta stick to the path. Memes can wait. I wanna see what Europa's up to. She's got like that crazy bull or something. What is this? I just love it. It's just called Chat GBT Team. Where the hell are my riders? Assemble. Bonnie, where are you? Oh yeah, Team British, okay. Where did those beasts come from? I've never seen or heard anything like them. They were octopuses. Gosh. Fate Grand Order, pay attention. Maybe we're the ones who lured them out, seeing as how we shouldn't say we're from Caldelia. Nitocris isn't exactly an ally after all, seeing as how you're what? Flamboyant looking? Powerful looking? Just, you know, rare goods. Of course things like that would come after us.
Suspicious.
How suspicious. It's clear that you aren't subjects of the Sun King, but where exactly are you from? Are you mountain people? Or citizens of the Holy City? And besides, what exactly is a master? I heard Pharaoh mention that term a few times. We are touched by gods. There is none above us. You don't use the master word here. You're a servant, but you don't know what a master is? Even if you were summoned by the Singularity, this could be the real Nitocris smash. You should have at least have some knowledge as a servant. Okay, no, she was... I was summoned by the great pharaoh, the Sun King Ozymandias. He ordered me to work for him. That's all I need to know. I don't know what it means to be a servant. I'm a pharaoh first and foremost. Being a rogue spirit comes second. So the name that comes up after all. Okay, this will be a long story. Let's talk while we walk. Aaron Sorkin style. Queen Nitocris, you're in charge of these sandstorms. Well, not just them, but the protection of the desert as a whole. Good night, Mercury. You go get that Thanatos. Just think of, you know, personas. I forgot what servant we said would summon Thanatos. No, Nitocris. Nitocris. Yeah, just keep Nitocris in your heart. You haven't given any knowledge at all. Am I correct in assuming this? I wouldn't say none at all. I am aware of the state of the war. Pharaoh Ozymandias rose to power not long after being summoned to this era. This territory of Egypt is proof that the pharaoh saved subjects that were summoned together with the land. Why are you being so dramatic? Territory of Egypt? It's not time for Burn Your Dread. That's what I said, yes. Is there an issue? Did you enter this place without even knowing what it was? Yes, be lenient with us. With the sudden sandstorm, we had to keep moving forward. Couldn't help it, there weren't any border lines and we were suddenly in Egyptian territory. Anyway, the pharaoh showed us his right to rule as king. However, there were some who opposed him. They were the indigenous, the Saracen mountain people. And the citizens of the holy city you mentioned, the people of Jerusalem, right? Wait a second, did you just say Jerusalem? From the Bible? Your Majesty? Who exactly are you, really, mentioning Jerusalem after all this? That doesn't exist anymore. The Holy Land was destroyed. All those who live in this land already know that. What's that supposed to mean? I thank you for saving me. However, this is a different issue altogether. You're starting to sound like one of them time travelers. Told you it's not possible. I knew I couldn't allow you to enter the Great Temple. Your actions will be what decides that. Come, envoys of the king, ascertain the truth of these people. I think she's throwing hands. Your Majesty, Master, Queen Nitocris is getting ready for battle. No, I won't fight. That's the least I can do to pay you back. They'll be the ones to test you. Now she's gonna send ghosties at us. You have a choice before you. Live in this land and dedicate yourselves to the Sun King, or you may refuse. Refusal means the wastelands of death will be your final resting place. You've seen Mad Max? That's what it'll be like. All day, every day. Either that or the Lion Kings. You'll have to see the John Favreau version. No, that won't happen though, I swear. Fate converges upon your king, Ozymandias. O great lion-bodied beast, bestow a trial upon them. Show me the truth they stand by. The kings of Egypt, the pharaohs, had a different level of authority than the kings of other nations. They said, dibs, and they meant it. They were worshipped as gods that rule over men, and they flaunted their powers as such. A living god is the most subtle term. However, Queen Nitocris, I feel a little sorry for her. She's too much of a normal person? That the issue? Yes, exactly. The Sphinx power is being kept about 10%. This may be convenient on us, but living as a pharaoh like this must be harsh for her. Save your secret talks for later. Now is the time for you to prove your innocence. Oh, let's go. Okay, Europa, what can you do? Alright, works on everybody. Riding in on your prestigious bull. Don't, oh, it increases NP gauge though. Nah, we'll wait. Got things to do. Let's pump up those numbers, as they say, so we can get DPS, as they say. $18,000, not, not good enough. You're level 80. Why is she level 80? If she's a 5-star, shouldn't she have been capped out at 90? What is this? There. Now we'll use it. What's this do? I'll be invincible. She is a scam artist, but her noble phantasm's cool. So I'll allow it. Oh, And like I said, she can turn herself invincible each time I do that too. That's pretty radical. I need to remember to save that before their noble phantasms. If I were a responsible player. Need to get back to making the edited Fate videos so I can introduce. And then I learned you're supposed to use Buster first. I've been playing for 8 years. They never gave me instructions. See what this does. Maybe we'll drown him in roses. Harp. Now that's some DPS right there. She summoned Adam. Fuck whatever work that one caster was doing. He sucked. She just used her noble phantasm. There he was. Coins for you. Look at this bomb levels. Thank you, Aniplex, for the teapots. 87 million. Someone's getting their skills maxed out later. Like I said, I think I can get through these singularities with the resources available to me without upgrading any skills. I'm gonna focus solely on levels, and then we'll see who deserves skills. And then we got all the money for it. But we're just gonna be low on resources just because it's a new game. Like, if I were getting these tickets playing a year, I'd have everything. Good work, MASH. We've already blew through some pure prisms, what a shame. Upon closer inspection, her hands and legs are still trembling. She's scared of me. Queen Nitocris, the Sphinx has let us go. Is this the end of your so-called trial? Yes, very impressive. Your strength has been recognized by the Sun King. In that case, my guidance is unnecessary. Fear not and pass through this storm. The King's benevolence will be your light and welcome you. Farewell. Oh, she's gone. Out of here. She bounced. That just means she decided to draw the line. Probably thought she'd get too attached she stayed any longer. Still, this means we're safe now. The other sphinxes around us won't attack. As she said, we should cut through the storm. It's finally time to confront the truth about what exactly is going on in this singularity. Get our Camelot vibe on. Alright, I'm gonna complete this section and then I'll call it. I thought I already did section 2, but apparently... Oh, this is how we do it. We're doing little sequels. We're so cute. But you know what? Not bad so far. Said I haven't wanted to go in Minecraft myself. So it's been a pretty good visual novel time. But we haven't gotten to the part where, like, Elizabeth Bathory shows up to start a concert hall. Know who I want? Let's go roll up in the servant's garage. Someone's got her. None of you hoes. Gotta check Maine. She'll be in Maine. Who's got Bizette? Not you. Get out of here, Cuckoo-Lan. Get out of here. We don't want Van Gogh. He's weird. Okay, there you are. Fujimaru's got you. Where's our assassin? Perfect. The greatest team of our days. No one saw the morning grind, and nor should you, because there was a fight I couldn't beat and I cried. I see the silhouette of the temple. I don't know for certain, but this should be the last hill. The wind is strong, Master. Be careful. Stay behind me. I'll deploy my noble phantasm and go straight through. If we just get past here, we'll... Huh? Whoa! Yo, they drew a background and did an animation of a zoom out. My god. The budget is going up, everybody. What an awesome temple. It's like a floating city on the sea of sand. What a feat of engineering, you can tell just by looking at it. The legendary Shining Temple Complex Tetris. Yep, who's that? I gotta get these files done, Mash. Still HR department. Oh right, Roman always gives a lecture at times like this. The Sun King Ozymandias, or originally Ramesses II, the greatest, most powerful pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Yes, a true pharaoh among pharaohs who called himself the God King. He brought great prosperity to Egypt around 1300 BC. It's not unusual for pharaohs to see themselves as gods, but even then the Sun King always was the one closest to the sun. He was also known as a great architect, till he watched his empire fall. So great that it's even said he proclaimed all temples on this earth were built by me. Me alone. If that's true, he may be linked to the story of humanity's oldest daimyo, the Deidre Light System. He was a DJ. Also called the Construction King as well. That great temple is likely one of his noble phantasms. That's amazing. Wow. Let's go inside. This is my first time visiting an Egyptian building. Fuck yes, tour time. Boo's excited. I don't see anything blocking our way. The inside seems rather cool too. I heard that it's cool inside the pyramids because they're underground. However, or no, they're not underground because they go up. I don't know how it works. Mash, there's something I want to confirm first. Any transmissions from Roman? Oh, I'm sorry, I got carried away. Our connection to the doctor hasn't been restored yet. As expected, this proves my hypothesis. He's ghosting us. He knows what words I'm gonna have for him when I get back. Demon cringe, Mash. The ray shift brought us to 13th century Middle East. That's for certain. However, this certainly isn't 13th century Earth. My staff can measure magical energy. They call it dowsing. The quality of magical energy has changed since we came here. The magical energy here is much older. Nidikris said that this is the territory of Egypt. She wasn't just speaking of our location. The desert is from the BC era. I have no idea why, but in this sixth singularity, the world ruled by Ozymandias has been transported over entirely. Space-time itself is in disarray. That's the real reason why we couldn't ray shift to Jerusalem, and why we couldn't contact Chaldelia just now. No way! Then the sixth singularity isn't the Holy Land, but this desert. Can't say for sure. What I do know is that Egyptian territory is like a foreign body of land in this world. In addition, according to my measurements, there's another location in this territory where space-time is distorted. Like a foreign body inside a foreign body, Da Vinci? You know what I mean. Yes, that's a good way to put it. This is just a hunch, but it might be the key to our search. I'm curious as to exactly what it is, but in any event, we should solve the mystery right in front of us first. What? No! Don't do it again! Did you get Van Gogh? Can't be weak right now. We gotta save the Saints Courts and summon tickets. Van Gogh's always hanging out somewhere on support. Just... Your servants should be so cool that you don't even need people's support. You just pick someone's Van Gogh every time. You got a Van Gogh now. Congrats. You already had a Van Gogh. Hey, you guys in your Noble Phantasms 5, we call you people greedy. Only Shiro Emiya heroic spirits allowed to have Noble Phantasm 5. And your 3 and 2 stars. Sleepy. So sleepy. Senpai, we were given VIP treatment right upon entering the temple and brought straight to the throne room, but... This tanned man rubbing his eyes on the throne, could that actually be King Ozymandias? He's no Gilgamesh or anything. So, you've finally come, mysterious travelers who I've never met before. You're a little late, but I don't mind. Having overcome the trial of the Sphinx, you have permission for an audience with the king. I allow it this day. Now bow before him. If you do, his majesty may awaken from his weariness and speak to you. You might be worth his time. You're King Ozymandias? Seriously? How rude. Such insolence in the face of Pharaoh, a god upon this earth. He is the greatest pharaoh, the most courageous, most authoritative pharaoh. He is fit to be god. He is Pharaoh Ozymandias, subjugator and savior of the land at the end of the world, our ideal king. I think this is gonna be Egyptian on Knights of the Round Table violence. This one's gonna be a long one because we're gonna deal with all these Egyptian people, and then every Knight of the Round Table is gonna come at us, and I'm pretty sure there's like 27 of them. Is Ozymandias the pharaoh in, well, because I'm on that DreamWorks Prince of Egypt's lore, is that the pharaoh who fought Moses? Or is that, because I know that, like, I think there's, like, 3 different theories on what pharaoh it is, but I think he's one of them. How unusual, Nitocris. You may be a great bird, but you were never the type to shout in such a loud voice. It seems you've taken quite a liking to them. Ha, how joyous. Truly joyous. I apologize, Pharaoh, to utter your true name in such a loud manner. That was something for your majesty to do. I regret it thoroughly. Indeed, the crime for stealing my amusement is heavy. Afterwards, cut off an arm and place it in a jar. Yes, thank you for your kindness. Now then, you're travelers from a foreign nation. My name is Ozymandias. I am a god. I am the sun. I am the pharaoh who rules this land. That has not changed in the past or the present. I grew tired of being called a rider. The word servant outlawed. I was wondering this today. They should just be called demigods. Servant's kind of rude. Why is it... Well, I mean, I guess fake Stay Night proper, they're just like advanced familiars. They're not peoples. They're just tools. So, like, I get... It's just weird that they're cool with being called that. Gilgamesh doesn't allow that, though, I'm sure. No way. Has anyone ever called Gilgamesh a servant? Has he ever said he's an archer servant? This small throne room is simply one diversion from my boredom. Also, above all, I'm quite sleepy now. I feel like an old man who's just awoken from the abyss of death. Thus, I intend to keep this brief. Listen to my grand voice and remember from the bottom of your soul. You are envoys from Cadelia. You have repaired 5 singularities thus far. We've been watching on our favorite reality show, What Goes On in Antarctica. And now you appear here in the 6th wedge. This holy land of sand, I'm already aware of all that. If you would question my knowledge, is Rama not an Indian god? I thought all of them are Indian gods. Isn't Ganesha an Indian god? Or are they all demigods? I hold the Holy Grail which you seek. The Holy Grail? No way! He's gonna show us the beginning, then we gotta like defeat the fucking Knights of the Round Table, then come back here, then fight him. He'll be like the last guy. And then the demonic things are gonna come out and be like, ah! That's what'll happen. I like Arjuna Altar though a lot better than regular Arjuna, just saying. I think in my fanfic that I'm writing, because that's what us female anime fans do. I'm working on my Fate fanfic that I want to try to make my own Fate Grand Order cutscenes with it on RPG Maker just for fun. But I think yeah, I'm gonna eliminate the word servant because it doesn't work in my world. I'm just gonna call them demigods. I'm gonna be like that Digimon game and just get rid of the word Digimon. I seized it from the Crusaders. It was fitting for a true king such as myself, after all. King Ozymandias, that's surprising, but, we need that. Silently nodding in agreement. Did it just... Oh yeah, I just thought that was fucking... bad video game. There's nothing wrong with my head. And now that I have the Holy Grail, whoops. No! Silently staring at you with a did you see that look on his face. I didn't see nothing. I'm filing paperwork. Need a Chris. Yes, what do you require, Pharaoh? I don't feel well. I'd like to move my body a bit. Call some fire sprites to wake me up. Here I come, Master of Caldelia. I particularly enjoy your silence just now. Master, for reasons unknown, Fairy Ozymandias is gearing up for battle. Oh, as expected, the king is a problem child who's always just lived by his own rules. Yeah, send the fire. I love that hot fucking animating they just did there with just sliding the head off with the paint tool or whatever. But no one wanted to draw a picture of a decapitated Ozymandias this day. I can't blame them. Dude, check this out. You do this, right? Special attack against caster. I wasn't listening before when I was told that she's a caster killer. So I wonder if you put that one craft essence on her, the origin bullet, is she doing like 60%? Let's check it. We're not even... I just kind of want to go for them all. We can frag rack like next time. Yeah. Just buy. We don't need no noble phantasms up here. Cause that's too good for noble phantasms. Will she keep this stat? No. Damn! Ozymandias, have you met Bizette? Oh, well, damn, he's not a caster, though. But I can still use my Noble Phantasm. Can't, you know, tell me what to do. Oh, I shouldn't have used that. E-stars. That's what I need. Now, if someone wants to roll on a Bizette, if that ever comes up again, can't blame you. She's just hella good. I mean, she wasn't good enough to not get her hand cut off by fucking Kirei Kotomine. But, like, she's here taking on fire sprites. We don't gotta worry about them no more. This is probably the best boss battle we've ever had. He might survive this just because well, she is top level now. What'd that do? Only 2,400. Bump up the numbers, girls. No! She was like it, you know? Who we even bringing in? Oh. Oh. You fucked up. We need to get Jean up though. Hold on. Everyone here's at least taking half damage, I think. We survive another turn. Yeah, we can. Okay. You're up, Jean. Other Jean. Fly invincible. We'll all get invincible next turn. Your song's on. You got this. Ah, he messed up. No point in using that because we're not going to get hit by it. Do this. They should just give me a special chain just for all of them being John Arc. They should put that in the game. Make us work on some more... Help the meta more. Teams that just work together, like special skills. That might be dumb, but could be cool. Kinda like some Persona 4 Golden stuff where certain team members will like, gotta finish or move together. It'd probably be too much to balance though. Ah, my dude. She's on a roll. She's getting all the cards. Ah, yes! Said it was her time. Damn it. Always with the XP, you know? We'll get some fruit. Yeah, that was quite heated for mere amusement. Thanks to that, my head feels better. Pharaoh, what exactly? No, do you intend to punish these people? Naturally, their objective is the Holy Grail. The Grail now belongs to me. Yeah, there's a lot of people that could use an animation update. One of them, I believe, being Medusa Rider. Medea could go for a new one too, honestly. That means they'll eventually try to kill me. I have no intention of letting them live. What? Are you saying that I personally brought your enemies before you, Pharaoh? Indeed I am, however. Nitocris, I hadn't told you something, shared with you the knowledge relating to the Singularity. That was my own blunder. This is not your crime, that is all because... I honestly thought they had perished around the fourth Singularity. So much for my speculation. Good grief, you're far too slow. Slow, slow, slow. There's a limit to how slow one should be. He's fucking rude. Oh, Master of Caldelia. Humanity in this era collapsed long before you arrived. King Ozymandias, what exactly does that mean? Exactly as I said it. In this era, there should have been a war to claim the Holy Land. Yeah, Sulter's had the same one forever, hasn't she? I love Sulter. Sulter, Arturia Pendragon who... Don't forget, gonna write a letter. Writing a letter to Aniplex, telling her they spelled her name wrong. It's the least we can do as #1 fans. At the end, one side would have claimed the Holy Grail, and the Holy Land would have become a seedbed for the demon god Pillar. Ah, he's saving the world. That is, if you arrived in this land just a little earlier. But that didn't happen, so that means the war to capture the Holy Land never occurred, correct? After all, the Grail is in your possession, King Ozymandias. You were likely summoned by someone on the Crusader side. And then you naturally opposed them, taking the Holy Land as your own. Is this territory of Egypt something you summoned? And is that what caused the collapse of humanity in this era? Who are you? You seem to be quite knowledgeable. She's Leonardo da Vinci, don't you know, and don't judge her. Oh, I know that name. One of the greatest geniuses in human history. Yes, yes indeed. It is said that there is a fine line between genius and insanity. No, 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 my intelligence is only a tiny bit higher than yours, oh great Sun King. What about ours, Da Vinci? Where do we rank? I love how the middle of your fucking staff is a Saint's Quartz. Just rub it in our face how rich you are you? They should make like the Super Saint Quartz that's just like worth 1 roll. It's worth 30. Maybe they give it out as bonuses or some shit during a super sale, but it should just be this one, just pure blue, just to remind you who owns the bank, who you should be thankful for. Fucking robot peacock lady. So, was my theory correct? Can we assume that you're the Singularity in this era? I'm sorry to say you're mistaken, foreign sage. Did you think that I, the all-powerful Sun King, would use a poison chalice such as the Holy Grail? I'm simply the holder and protector of the Holy Grail. I have no interest whatsoever in the Holy Land. Therefore, listen carefully. The one who turned this era into a unique singularity and utterly destroyed all of humanity? He sits on the throne in the sacred city devoid of all hope, which is where you're heading. They call him the Lion King, the infamous pure white Lion King. Oh, we're getting sent on an adventure, folks. To go meet Simba. Alright, ditch this AP. It's too much for us. It's gonna wrap up. One more section, one more barrel of fun. Seeds! Give me 3. 65 Colbot fruits. When lottery time will come again. We have a lottery marathon. Because we'll have all the fruits by then. I have 200 golden apples on my personal game. I had like 436 before fucking lottery time because I saved for a lottery like 5 years ago that I never did. Alrighty. A good old assassin. You know what? Fuck the Lion King. Every time we put MHX in our party, we're telling that Lion King what? Where's Team British at? Friends Britain. Perfect. Teapots on. And again, check my mission rewards. I probably got so many Saints Quartz coming my way. It sure was a storm of events, Senpai. Yeah, I don't get it. Why is everyone so testy? Is it because it's hot in the desert? Ooh. Yes, to think that after doing battle, we would be treated to an extravagant meal. Although, after all, we were told to leave and essentially chased out. Yes, thinking back to what King Ozymandias said. Well, I'm gonna try to get through Camelot, that way, because I usually roll before the next Singularity, so it'll be how much Saints Quartz I got then. But with all these anniversary things, and the maintenance and the ones I'll collect just by doing the quest, and I can grind free quest on my time off. We have all the Saints Quartz we need, and we have more Sonic songs. Just because I had one failure don't mean I'm giving up. We people of the desert never refuse hospitality to travelers. We understand the hardships of long journeys. However, don't expect us to reach an accord so easily. You've neither the determination nor dignity necessary. Go and experience the cruel reality of this world. I shall give you one last opportunity after you've done so. I am the tyrant who rules this era. I'm sure you'll return to my head eventually. At which point, you won't be treated as guests, you'll be treated as foolish beasts who dare to oppose me. Now then, I banish you from these Egyptian lands. Seek out the holy city first. We'll have words afterward. It's like where the boss is at the beginning of the game. That's always cool. You can't reach him yet. Kind of like Giovanni over there in the Viridian City gym. That's what Ozymandias is doing to us. He put the close sign up. After that, we were escorted all the way here, still completely dumbfounded. I wanted to know more about the buildings and stuff there. The construction king is so impatient. Are you still discontent, even after the king bestowed precious water and food upon you? Yes, we're very thankful for that. If you die a dog's death before leaving the territory of Egypt, I'll lose face. That's what King Ozymandias said when he handed all these supplies to us. Exactly, he even let us have materials from the temple. He may be a tyrant, but he's certainly generous. Of course, the king may be ruthless, but he's generous to the courageous. Also, it seems the king took a liking to you. Perhaps it was demon cringes, how can I put it? Aura, kept to herself and was going through files. She seemed very diligent. I think it's because your easygoing personality resembles that of an old friend. Moses. However, that was just a one-off. Pharaoh Ozymandias is a frightening man. You're fated to die next time you meet. Don't ever forget that. Yes, thank you for the warning. We're grateful for your hospitality, Queen Nidcris. I simply repaid my debt. You won't receive anything from me again, either. Your Majesty, do you want to ask me something? Not really. It seems I lack determination as well. Mash, are you afraid of fighting? You fight bravely, like any servant would, but I could tell. Your true nature, that is. It's okay. I could sense it's something to be proud of, although I'm sure Pharaoh Ozymandias would rebuke it as a weakness. However, you're different from me. Despite your fear, you stand and fight without deceiving yourself. It must be nice to have a master and to mutually support each other. This may be an issue considering I'm a pharaoh, but I feel envious. Just a little. What are you talking to Mash about? It's what you'd call girls talk. Don't worry about it. I'm a girl. Anyway, I'll be going now. Once you leave this territory, you'll be in the middle of the land and the end of the world. Be careful. There she goes, riding off on a Sphinx. Typical Nitocris behavior. Yes, I'm so very jealous. I'd like to try riding a Sphinx at least once. Build one. What are you doing, Da Vinci? I think she does build one. Thanks for asking. It seems this time we'll have long periods of physical activity. So I borrowed some wood from King Osmondeus for ta-da! As you can see, I tried making a vehicle for desert travel. I call it the All-Purpose Vehicular Ortometer Sphinx. Oh, are we getting Moses? Let's go. Oh, that's a cool car. Woo! Translation. The Da Vinci is really... Dude, that's a cool car. Shut the fuck up, boo. You can walk. Get out. This is a buggy, no matter how you look at it. It's really out of place for the 13th century. As expected from Da Vinci-chan. Yes, naturally, I'm a genius after all. A custom-made vehicle built entirely from wood. It has 7 other functions. We'll talk about those later. How great, yes, how great. Mr. Leonardo, do we need a driver's license for this? MASH. Fuck the police. We got Mysterious Hero and X on our team right now. No need at all, because it doesn't have an engine. It's basically the same as a bicycle. Well, since it uses magical energy in the place of gasoline, it can only reach speeds of 60 kilometers an hour, but never mind that. Now then, pile in everyone. No more physical activity required. Our true destination is about 100 kilometers to the east, waiting for us beyond the desert. Roger. Woo! We got a buggy. Yahoo! Yeah! Oh god. The Hassans are back. Ready to get us for our clout. Yeah! I've detected an extra explanation of joy, Master. We've been surrounded without us noticing. I won't let anyone interfere with Senpai's inaugural drive, eliminating them at full power. We're test driving a vehicle. What's wrong with you? Indeed. Aw, dude, crest worms, gross. I wish she could reduce the Mystic Code cooldown, that'd be cool. Let's do this. "56 sea stars, let's go. You might as well not even be here." Yeah, so what if I'm a caster? You don't know me. 14k, one swipe. I hope they're still alive. Not for long, though. Little sons of bitches. Crestworms are gross. Don't need that. What did you just do? None of that. He's probably gonna be stupid. 4 turns in. Fail. There we go. We just have that. John Alter's not here. Oh hell yeah, let's all get NPs up. What's up, Spriggan? I'm just gonna rain hell down upon you. Oh, I could have upped Saber, couldn't I have? Huh. Oh wells. See how much damage your bow does us today. That was a pretty good hit from Robin Hood. What do you mean the white ones need destroyed? MHX? Oh, don't worry, we are gonna destroy Saber. I think we should bring her with us to the final battle against the Lion King. Ooh, 161,000. Pretty good for our 3-star there. Who's not even fully leveled. Fucking ended him. Good job, Robin Hood. You get that bond up. Yeah. Alright, let's see what our value's worth. Another Saint Quartz for me, because I'm lovely. Okay, I got 12 things to claim. Boom. Boom. I got all the servant ones off on a random stream. But I believe I almost got all this anniversary stuff done. Look at all this. So this is how much Saints Quartz we got so far. We're gonna get Bunny Castoria. I can make this work. Here's our weeklies. Little fragments, of course. Building up over here. We'll cash those out before such an important roll. And if I gotta update the Sonic's collection, I will. Sonic Riders I've been suggested, that'd be great. What's in here? It's all tickets, I'm getting feathers. Never have enough feathers. Yeah, I'll get all the saber faces for the final battle. That's what we got the teams all set up for. Alright. Didn't get very far, and I had a lot that I just got a recording of. I gotta upload it later, I guess. Or add it when I edit these videos. Because, you know, stream fail. But hey, I was finally here, and people joined this late. So thank you for hanging out through my wonderful adventures through Camelot, where I'm trying to read the whole story, because this is when it gets pretty good. And it was pretty good. I've enjoyed it thus far. I've said there hasn't been no silliness. Ozymandias is cool. They could have decapitated him a bit better. But you can only do what you gotta do. Aniplex loves us. Goodbye.